Fire fans are captivating, beautiful, and fun, but they can also lead to injuries. How can you have fun and be safe doing it? Drex here from DrexFactor.com, coming at you with an entire month devoted to fire safety on my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about fire safety for fans. Before we dive in, of course, I just wanted to give a shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing companies and the work they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by following the links down in the description of this video. I've already done a couple videos on the basics of fire safety that I'll link to up in the cards, but let's go ahead and talk through some of the cliff notes on these procedures. First up, let's talk about all the equipment you're going to need to spin those fire fans safely. You're going to need a fuel depot with a dipping can and a fire safety spotter. There are a lot of different fuels available out there, but the most commonly used option in the United States is white gas or camp fuel. You can find it at most camping stores as well as many hardware stores. Outside of the States, it's more common to find people using paraffin or lamp oil. Either way, keep that fuel in the container that you bought it in until it's needed and store it away from any open flames. If possible, keep it in a metal storage container and place a no smoking sticker on it. To dip your fire fan's wicks, you're going to need a fuel depot with a dip can. The dip can should be a metal container with a lid that can be easily closed. Good options for this include empty gallon or quart paint cans. Your dip can should also sit within a secondary container that is shallow enough to give you easy access to the dip can, while also being large enough to capture any fuel that might drip off of your prop as you remove it from the dip can. Good options here include small plastic basins or galvanized steel buckets. Once dipped, you need to spin your prop off to remove any excess fuel. There are two excellent options for doing this. The first is manually squeezing out the wicks with your hands. If you go down this route, make sure to use a pair of neoprene gloves to protect your hands. Otherwise, the fuel will likely irritate your skin and you may wind up with an unpleasant reaction or worse. The second is to place Ziploc bags with sliders on each of the prop's wicks and to spin the prop as normal. Make sure to tighten up that slider as much as possible to keep the bag from flying off while you spin. After a few seconds, remove the plastic bags and drain any fuel they've captured back into your dip can. And now you're almost ready to spin, so let's talk for a minute about your safety spotter. A safety spotter is a person whose job it is to keep watch over you while you're spinning, to make sure that if anything goes wrong, that there is a person there to assist you and help you avoid injuries. They should have two pieces of equipment with them, a safety blanket and a fire extinguisher. And that gives me a chance to talk about the sponsor of this month's videos, Mayday Atlanta. I've had a lot of students learn to spin fire from me over the years, and one of the biggest challenges in assembling the parts necessary to get started was access to a fire safety blanket. Not only are Mayday Atlanta's blankets the best ones you're going to find out there, but they're also easy to order and acquire. To pick one up for yourself, head on over to maydayatl.com and use the promo code DrexFactor to get a discount on your order. Now, back to talking about safety spotters. Your safety spotter should have their eyes on you for the entire length of your burn, as well as an unobstructed path to you if anything should go wrong. I've done a couple videos now on the responsibilities that a safety spotter has, and I'll link to them up in the cards, but here's the Cliffs Notes for now. There are two main tasks that they're likely to be needed for: putting out contact fires as well as putting out props. If by chance you light any part of your body on fire, they should alert you to this by calling out the body part and giving you 3 seconds to put it out. If for any reason you can't put out the fire yourself in those 3 seconds, the safety spotter should approach the performer to put them out. The performer's job is to get their props away from the body part that has been lit on fire. The safety spotter should then hold their safety blanket against the part of your body that has been lit on fire and sweep down from the top of the flame to just below the bottom of it. Of course, the other task that a safety spotter is likely to have to engage in is putting out your prop. So let's go through how that's done for a set of fans. First up, a performer should signal to a safety spotter that they want to be put out by walking towards the spotter and presenting their fans to be extinguished. The safety spotter should spread out their safety blanket flat on the ground in front of them. The performer should place both fans in the center of the blanket with the handles pointed to one corner. The safety spotter should fold the blanket over away from them and then fold up any excess corners to seal up the entire fans. Hold the blanket down to smother the wicks. Do not try to pat the blanket to put out the prop. This will only fan the flames and keep them going. After 5 seconds, unfold the blanket to see what the status of the wicks are. If they're extinguished, give the props back to the performer. If they're not, repeat this process as many times as necessary to put all the wicks out. So there you go. That's basic safety information for spinning fire fans, as well as how you put them out. I would also highly recommend taking the Fire Safety Certification course from Flow Arts Institute. It goes much more in depth on all of these topics and many more and is super worth your time. Trust me, you will learn something. I know I did. I'll leave a link to that down in the description of this video. Thanks to Alex Nicolo, Kyle Rasmussen, James Small, and Sam Stevens for contributing to the footage in this video. Thank you for watching, and please be safe out there. Also, please make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell because otherwise you might not know when I upload a new video. YouTube is changing its suggestion algorithm constantly, and clicking that notification bell is the only way to guarantee that you'll see my new videos when they get uploaded. And of course, a big thank you to all of my wonderful supporters on Patreon. They make this video and all the videos on my channel possible. If you'd like to support the work that I do, please head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and sign up. Thank you so much in advance.